Hi, my name is Jana Gombalevskaya, and this is how I would start an advertising company. So, an advertising company plans and creates an ad campaign for different kinds of businesses to help them promote their brand and gain more customers. This usually includes digital and non-digital promotion, such as posters, which can be printed or displayed digitally, flyers, business cards, logos, pop-up ads, and social media advertising. To begin, I would need a team of colleagues, including a brand strategist or manager, the person who meets the client and gets to know them and their brand, their goals, and what the client needs. They then meet the content strategist to go over all the information and create a plan so that they can share it with the project manager, who splits the project and distributes it between the employees. This helps to create the timeline, which is then given to the client. Then the content strategist to plan, write, and edit content, ensure it is clear, compelling, and properly distributed across the web and social media platforms, and that it keeps the message of the client's brand or product consistent. A project manager to make sure that everything goes smoothly, and they are also responsible for coordinating the staff to make sure everything is done on time from the start of a project to the end, and within budget following all of the client's specifications. Then a marketing director who would manage the marketing campaigns and branding techniques for a business or a product. They can be responsible for a single product or brand or several at once. They will also research and analyze trends in the product or brand offered by the company to develop marketing strategies. And a graphic designer to create and develop the design and overall aesthetic of everything, like the logo, poster, and adverts. And a web designer to create the design and layout of a website or web page. They can be working on a completely new website or updating one that already exists. And I would need an office for me and my colleagues to work in and to have meetings in. So I'll have to consult with my colleagues about this and see what our budget is so that we can work out what kind of space we can rent and which equipment we can buy. Because we will need computers, telephones, graphics gadgets, and things like that. So I have created a simple logo for my company in Adobe Illustrator, and it has the company's name in green, saying Green Promo, in bold capital letters with some green stars around it. And I chose that name and color scheme because the company's main target would be businesses focused on healthy lifestyle products and services like organic food, cruelty-free natural beauty products, free from SLS and parabens, and other products which are made using a sustainable method that's good for the environment, because I think that this is very important and we need more sustainable businesses to be recognized and promoted. So when it comes to budget, it is an important thing to consider when starting a business, because you don't want to invest your money unwisely, as it takes time to make a profit in the beginning. And the first thing I would have to plan is what kind of office I could rent for me and my colleagues. And in the beginning, working from home and discussing the projects online is also an option, because we could move into an office once we have a steady profit coming in. This could be a good way to save money at first. Equipment is important because we would all need a computer, and the designers will need graphic gadgets and professional printers. And when it comes to printing posters, business cards, flyers, and banners, we will have to consider the cost of all the materials that we will need, like paper, card, ink, and other things. Also, I will have to consider the colleagues' salaries and discuss that with them before they begin to work on any projects, so there are no misunderstandings later on. For some projects, you might have to book a studio to take photos of products for a poster or a website. So you would have to consider the cost of that. Advertising is one of the main things to think about, because we would want our website to come up on top in Google search, and there is a fee to pay for that. Also, we would have to create our own website cards and flyers, which we would have to print, as well as business cards. So we would have to do that in the most cost-effective way. To advertise the company, we would create a website, which we would advertise on Google and in social media, where we would also make a profile for the business so that we can reach a wider audience and promote our services to more brands. Because now it is very important to have a social media presence, because that's what everyone uses now, and where people discover most things. And we could also go to different networking events to meet potential clients, where we would give out our business cards and flyers. And we can also research for companies and reach out to them and offer them our services. So once we have a client, the manager would have to meet them to get to know them and their brand, and to discuss what they would like for us to do to promote their business. They then meet the content strategist to go over all the information and create a plan so that they can share it with the project manager, who splits the project and distributes it between the employees. This helps to create the timeline, which is then given to the client and to all our staff. Then the designers would work on all the advertising material, like the logo, posters, and website, which would then be launched and distributed by the content strategist. Once that is done, the brand should become popular and get more clients, which would bring them and my company more profit. Then the brand will recommend my company's services to other brands, and we will have more clients to work with, and our company would grow. So it is important to stay organized during the project and have a clear plan. So this is an idea of how a Gantt chart would look, which I created in Excel. And this would be given to all the colleagues so they're aware of the schedule and to remember when all the deadlines are. And we would also send the chart to the client so they know how long everything would take and what to expect. And this is a final product example, which is a simple logo that I created that is easily read and recognized, of 2 leaves with some stars above it, and the company's name, Natura Botanica, in an italic font at the bottom. I chose this green organic design because it would work for most companies. It is simple, but still eye-catching, and the stars make it more interesting and unique. And this would give the business more of an individual look, which is easily recognized and inviting because of the warm green tones and the yellow color in the stars. which is a happy color, and this would attract more people. And that is all for my presentation. Thank you for listening and watching.